This afternoon's news conference, we are joined by student-athletes from top-seeded Virginia Tech, Kiana Traylor, and Georgia Amore. They'll be with us for the next 15 minutes, and we'll get it started with David here in the front.
What has the past couple hours been like for you guys in terms of scout? What sticks out to you guys about South Dakota State, and how amped are you guys to play in front of another sold-out crowd in Castle?
We'll start with Georgia, then Kiana.
Yeah, during practice we just really went through their plays. They're fundamentally sound. They have a few girls who they're very persistent in their actions. You know, they're strong, they're tough. So a lot of it was just getting familiar with the plays and going back over them later.
Yeah, a lot of what Georgia said, but I also think another big focus is just ourselves, really. We're just going to play our game and make them play to us rather than vice versa.
Sure. Additional questions? Let's go to Ian.
Thank you. Hello, Ian Sachs, Caroline Sports. Georgia, you had quite a game yesterday. How do you look to carry that momentum into the second round now?
I think no matter what, it's that time of year where you have to do anything to win. So I'm not really too focused on like how great I played yesterday or whatever. Just going into tomorrow's game, it's so important to just play together and connected, and everyone has to be the best they can because they're a good team.
Mark?
Mark Ovenden from Dakota News Now in Sioux Falls. Congrats on your win yesterday. I'm a Richmond Spider, by the way, so some local ties here. What's it like playing in front of that home crowd? South Dakota State has a huge advantage when they play in the Summit League tournament that they won to get here. There's usually 10,000 Jackrabbit fans cheering for them, and the other teams in the league hate having to play in front of that. You know you're going to get that tomorrow. How much does that help your game?
Yeah, I think it's exciting. I think both for Virginia Tech and just women's basketball in general, I think to have a crowd like that, and obviously it helps tremendously energy-wise, so definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was incredible yesterday, and I'm even more excited to see what they bring tomorrow because, you know, the more you advance, the more is at stake and the more energy and emotion play into it. So I'm very excited for the crowd tomorrow.
And can't that help both teams? I mean, granted, there's 9,000 people cheering against you, but when it's loud and there's energy, I'm guessing a competitive person rises to that, don't they?
Georgia?
I would say our student section is a bit ruthless sometimes, so I wouldn't want to be on the back end of what they're saying sometimes.
Kiana? Any thoughts, Kiana?
Oh, no, just what she said in general, but it's I think vice versa, like whenever we play in front of big crowds, it's always nice to like make them real quiet, so I don't know, it could go both ways, I guess.
Sure.
Will Lachlan, Tech Lunch Bill. Coach Brooks yesterday kind of described your offensive game plan as a little bit vanilla, not revealing too much. Do you guys get the sense that you'll need to open it up a little bit more today, or is it just moving forward maybe?
We'll stay on you, Kiana.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, it's just you. Yesterday, Coach Brooks described your guys' offense as, you know, just running kind of just the vanilla sets and stuff and not opening up too much to reveal, you know, for this game. Do you guys get the sense that you'll need to open up the playbook a bit more for this game?
Yeah, I think so. South Dakota State plays really good defense as far as like team defense and kind of packing in the paint. So we're definitely, but again, I just think it's about us offensively. I think if we're hitting shots, it's going to open up the floor. So.
And then defensively for you guys have just been, that's really been the difference maker. You know, you're stepping up on defense in this 12-game win streak. You know, South Dakota State has a really good offense. Just what kind of not only stands out about them, but also what you guys need to bring defensively.
Go to Georgia on this.
I think at the end of the day, it just is up to us and how physical we play, both on offense and defense. We have to match their physicality and even exceed it to win.
We'll take a Zoom question here from Hank Kurtz from the AP.
Hey, ladies. What's it like to play a mid-major that seems unimposed by you guys?
Start with Georgia.
Can you repeat the second part of that question, please?
They don't seem afraid of anyone.
Oh, no. Mid-major mid-majors, good teams. I think every mid-major team we've played are good teams. And, you know, they have that team aspect and they go out and they throw haymakers. You know, they play with this level of aggression and a desire to win. They have a great desire to win. And I don't, you know, the term mid-major, like, I think it has a negative connotation, but they're strong teams.
Kayana, what's your experience there?
Yeah, I think especially at this time of the year, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to compete. So we know it's going to be a tough game. We know it's going to be a battle, but we're looking forward to it.
How much pressure comes with being a #1 seed?
Kayana, we'll stay on you.
I mean, it's a little bit of pressure, obviously, but I think we worked to get to this point, and I mean, this is exactly what we wanted. So it's more about just like taking advantage of the opportunity than thinking about like the pressure that's onto us. I think we just need to keep doing what we've done all year.
Georgia.
She covered it pretty well.
Okay. Additional questions for the student athletes? We'll go to Mitchell here in the front.
Georgia, I'm going to get you to brag about your teammate here a little bit. Kayana came into the starting lineup in December, a really crucial time for y'all, and you guys have been on this great run. How important has she been to the team's success, and what does she bring to the floor?
Yeah, it doesn't get talked about much because it's not something that shows up on the stat sheet, but her defense is absolutely incredible. The way she just hounds and hustles and like doesn't stop. I think that's a really big factor. You know, we had that Louisville game and a couple of people scored a couple baskets in a row, but that doesn't stop her from going and playing really good defense. But not only that, she just pushes the tempo on offense. I think no one can guard that left-hand drive. Everyone knows it's coming, but no one can guard it. It's just a different spark and a different flair.
I want you to talk about another one of your teammates. What's it like to have somebody like Liz back there who does she allow you guys defensively to maybe take more chances, knowing that you got a huge tree back there to swat everything away?
Yeah, she saves my butt a few times,
I wouldn't-
especially pick and roll situations. Yeah.
I wouldn't say she allows it, but she's definitely there just in case we do mess up or something. So that's always nice.
Yeah, she'll help us, but then she'll be very much there to remind us that we still need to do our job.
Offensively, what's she like to have?
Obviously, she just draws so much attention, and you know, as like a shooter, I appreciate that because people do turn their heads and look at her often. But you know, it also opens up lanes for like driving because people do, you know, turn their heads and suck towards Liz because they're so worried about what she is going to do.
I guess, did you guys watch the second half last night of this South Dakota State game, or
First half.
first half? What jumped out at you about them?
We watched the first half in person, and then I went back and watched the rest of the game. But I think they are persistent, and as I said before, they're fundamentally sound. They have very good schemes and plays, and you know, I think they're just overall really tough, and they don't really let anything get to them. I think USC was trying to pressure them a bit, and they didn't look too fazed about that at all. Just continued on playing their style, so that's something that stuck out to me.
Okay, did they remind you of anybody you guys have played last couple of years, or?
Maybe like a better version of like a High Point or something, like as far as like their offensive sets and how they want to spread the floor and stuff like that. But they're just super aggressive offensively, I think. And then, like I said, defensively, they just really try to pack in the lane. But yeah, they're a good team. They play very well together, play very hard. So.
Additional questions for the student athletes? Okay, thank you for your time. Best of luck tomorrow against South Dakota State. A reminder, the Tech locker room is open until 2:45, and head coach Kenny Brooks will join us next on the Days.